106.1 FM. And that is Kevin Lazor from Careerlink stopping by to join us here today. Of course, we normally are with you guys on Fridays.
Correct.
But office closed on Friday, right?
Office closed. It'll be closed at noon today, unless you had an appointment. And then Thursday and Friday will reopen on Monday at 8:30 in the morning.
But it's good to talk with you today.
Absolutely it is.
So what's going on?
Well, we've got lots on the board. I went on the system as of 3 o'clock yesterday. There were 1,152 job openings within 25 miles of 15701. Want to mention that on December 2nd from 11 to 1 p.m., Indigo Customer Service Center, they're holding open interviews. They actually have a job posting on the system, and that job posting number is 115704114. And it's located at the Indiana Mall across from the Driver's License Center.
Okay.
They're hiring part-time non-CDL drivers.
Okay.
For that. And then, as we said, I had pulled up the top 20 jobs that were posted within the last 7 days on the system. And for that, we have an operator, non-CDL, a dietary aide, a consumer business banking quality control analyst, a consumer lending division document specialist, 1 or 2, a general laborer, painter, power coating technician, a customer service representative, a dedicated truck driver, a team truck driver, and that's with a Class A CDL, and another position for a dedicated truck driver, and again, a Class A CDL, an order picker loader, a utility worker, assistant manager. There's a part-time position for restaurant laborers, and then we have 2 system and network engineering positions, an engineering 1 and an engineering 2. And then we have a tire technician and a telephone personal banker trainee. So that's the 20 positions that were posted. Mark or one of the staff members have posted in the last 7 days.
Wow. So there's a lot there. Of course, the board also has jobs that were posted previously, and
correct.
Folks can sort through those and see which ones they're interested in.
Yes. And if they need help doing that, they can give us a call. You want to set up an appointment to talk to a staff member, they can call us at 724-471-7220. We're located at 300 Indian Springs Road, right across from the drive-in theater.
Kevin Lazor is with us. That's Careerlink, and I guess we can put that one on one aspect of what you're here for today. But
yes.
Denise was mentioning earlier that you wanted to talk a little bit about Trees for Troops today.
Yes, sir. The planning committee has gone out, and we've gotten some donations and things like that. We're preparing on December 2nd from 9 to 5 is the Trees for Troops Day, and there'll be sleigh rides and horse-drawn wagon rides. There'll be face painting, kids' activities, and basically what you do is you buy a 6-foot tree for $25, and that will go to a family of a service member who is serving. And as JD, I'm sure JD and I will be probably up here closer to time within the next couple weeks to talk about it. But, it just, in addition to Trees for Troops, I also want to mention that I want to thank you at Renda Broadcasting. I want to thank Bill Otto. I want to thank the United Way. I also want to thank the Quota Club. Quota Club were very stout, and they hung out at the studio and out in the street in front of your studio to collect for the Turkey-thon. And yesterday I delivered gift cards to the 3 guys that are living at the parsonage. We're actually going to get a 4th veteran to move in there on Saturday. Wow. So that'll help them. And then right after our time together today, Todd, I'm going over to the gardens to distribute some cards for them. So thank you to that whole group. And I'm just so proud to be part of Indiana County and the way that we serve our vets. Yeah, it's just amazing. Now, how many people are at the gardens right now? Now, the gardens, I believe they have 6 units, and 5 of them are full. They just had a couple that moved in as well. So, and just to explain real quickly, if I may, the parsonage is completely funded by community efforts. We don't take any public funding, and it's a temporary shelter that the veterans can stay there from 6 to 9 months if they're working on finding a job, working on any other issues that they may have. Now, the Veterans Gardens is actually a supportive housing unit. They pay, I believe, 30% of their rent of whatever income that they have, whether that be through disability or a job that they have. It's 30%, and then it's just like an apartment complex. And I think some folks in the community think it was as a shelter. So there's 2 different aspects. One, you have the emergency situation, and then now we have the transition. And we've transitioned 3 or 4 of the vets that stayed at the parsonage actually to the gardens.
See, that was what I was going to ask you, since we know the parsonage is set up for that period where somebody can basically put their life back together and have a place to stay and base themselves while they're in the process of doing that. Once they have that taken care of and they're on firmer footing, and I was going to ask you, do they then transition to the gardens in this case, or then out into some other housing arrangement?
And then also, I know that the housing, I don't know if it's housing department they call it, but they also have veteran HUD VASH vouchers. And Bonnie Dunlap and her group from the housing department in Indiana County would know more about that than I would, but that's the goal. I mean, the parsonage, they can stay. We've had guys stay there for a week because they're just in transition and didn't have any place to go while they were changing jobs, things like that. We've had veterans that stayed the full 9 months, and then we've, like I said, 3, 4, 5 vets that have actually transitioned from the parsonage to the gardens into a permanent. And the goal is, the whole goal, the Veterans Providers Group and these different things is to get veterans back and reintegrated into society after they've had trouble.
Yeah, it's a tremendous effort. I always call it ministry because it's ministry and reaching out and helping others who are in need. And in this case, people who have really gone the extra mile because of their service to our country.
Service to their country, yes.
Very good, Kevin.
Well, Todd, I want to wish you and your listeners a very happy Thanksgiving, safe and happy Thanksgiving.
And you as well, and to all the folks at CareerLink, you're so good to us because every Friday we check in with you, and you're so gracious to be able to come on and to tell us about what's happening in the job community.
Well, and we certainly apologize to you, Todd. I know the last couple of weeks you've tried to call, and we've been just busy helping people in our career resource area. There was no one there at the front desk to direct your call, so I figured I'd make it a point before the holiday to come in and see your smiling face.
Sorry, it's this face. It's the only one I got.
It's the only one you have.
He's Kevin Lazor. Thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Todd.
It is Indiana in the Morning.